Princess Diana's last words after the accident. A French firefighter was the last person to speak to Diana. She was still moving and talking. The firefighter saw her breathing stop. He resuscitated her after she went into cardiac arrest.
I expected her to live,
he said. What did she say to him? In 1997, Princess Diana went on holiday with her partner, Dodi Fayed. The two vacationed on the French Riviera for 10 days. Then they traveled to Paris. On August 30, Diana and Dodi dined at the Hotel Ritz. They left a few minutes after midnight. A Mercedes-Benz awaited the pair. They presumably headed to the Fayed's private estate. They were accompanied by Diana's bodyguard. The car reached around 70 miles per hour. It approached the entrance of the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. The posted speed limit was only 30 miles per hour. The driver, Henry Paul, lost control of the vehicle. It collided with a pillar in the center of the highway. Dodi and Paul were killed upon impact, but Diana was still alive. Xavier Gourmelin and his team arrived on the scene. The French firefighter recalled,
The car was in a mess, and we just dealt with it, like any road accident.
He was the one who discovered Diana. The Princess of Wales said to him,
My God, what's happened?
These were her last words. Gourmelin recalled that she was barely moving. She had an injury to her shoulder. According to him, it was nothing significant.
There was no blood on her at all.
Diana was pulled from the wreckage and given oxygen. She suddenly went into cardiac arrest. Gourmelin was able to resuscitate her. Diana was rushed to the Pitié-Salpêtrière hospital. The princess had suffered massive internal injuries. The doctors operated on her for 2 hours. They failed to restart her heart. Diana passed away from internal bleeding at 4 a.m. that morning. New details emerged in 2019. Britain's top forensic pathologist revealed Diana's death was caused by a tear in a vein of her lung. It was extremely small and unfortunately placed. Dr. Richard Shepard called the injury very rare. He had never seen anything like this in his entire career. Seat belts also played a part. Diana's bodyguard was the only passenger who wore one. He was also the only one to survive the crash. Trevor Rees-Jones talked to Gourmelin as well.
He kept asking for the princess, saying, Where is she? Where is she?
Henry Paul was intoxicated at the time of the crash. He was under the influence of prescribed drugs and alcohol. Additionally, the car had been followed by paparazzi. Some were on motorcycles and some were in cars. They tried to photograph Diana and Dodi. Many paparazzi fled the scene. Those who stayed didn't help the victims. They proceeded to take photos instead. 9 photographers were charged with manslaughter. They were found not guilty. It took Queen Elizabeth II 5 days to acknowledge Diana's death. Her funeral took place on September 2, 1997. 2.5 billion viewers tuned in to watch the procession. The death of the People's Princess was a tragedy on a global scale.